Hi library friends, this is Miss Lian from the Huntley Area Public Library. We're back with another fun craft video. Today we're going to be making some window art, so let's get into the video. Supplies you need for today's craft. You're going to need some wax paper. You're going to need some glue and glitter, or if you have glitter glue, you can use that. Or I have this cool glow-in-the-dark glue, so it's dimensional paint writer, so that'll work too. And that's basically all you need. And if you want, you can grab a pencil if you want to sketch out your design on the back. So first what you're going to do is grab your wax paper. And then you're going to sketch out your design that you want. So I am going to do a glow-in-the-dark snowflake. So I'm just going to draw an X and then two lines down the middle. Now the sketch doesn't have to be perfect because you can fix it when you're actually putting the glue and the paint on. Now depending on your wax paper, you're going to want to use the side that isn't shiny, but for my wax paper I believe both sides are shiny. So it doesn't really matter which side I use. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see. Let me zoom in. So now you can see the light sketch of my snowflake design. So now I'm going to take my glow-in-the-dark paint. I believe this should work, but it could also not work. So I'm just gonna take the cap off. Okay, and then there is an opening, so I'm gonna shake it up. So if you have glitter glue, make sure you shake it up really good before you start using it. All right, let's test this out. I think this needs to be cut a little bit open. There we go. So now if your paint is old, it's going to turn out like that. So I would maybe suggest shaking it a little bit more, which is what I'm going to do with this one. But I'm going to throw this one out and grab a new piece of wax paper. Now, to save time in the video, I'm just going to use my glitter glue. And hopefully that will work. All right, let's draw a little dot up here. that works. All right, so I'm going to do my design without sketching it out, so cross my fingers. And then if you get a little messes here and there, you can fix those up. And then if you get a little bit too long of a piece, you can scrape that off. And you do want to make sure that the connecting parts stick together. So what I find best for squeezing this glitter glue out is kind of just squeezing it till you get it out, and just squeeze it and then keep going. Because if you hold it right where it is, it's just gonna make the line all wiggly. Just like how I started off here. So I'm just gonna fix this up just a little bit. If you need to fix the line up, you can go in with your finger and just kind of mess around with it. Or you can go in with the tip of the glitter glue. But for the middle part, you do want to make sure that the connecting things are sticking together. So now what we're going to do is make sure that all the pieces are connecting. Just like that. And then we're going to go into every connecting spot and kind of like push it together. So that we know that it is secure. And then we're gonna do our marks. Now, if you're wearing a nice shirt, make sure you watch out for your sleeve that's going over the design, because you do not want to mess it up. Well, mess your shirt up. Okay. So it's not the most even snowflake, but I think it looks good. Because it'll definitely look good in the window. So now I'm just going back and making sure that the lines will stick together. And if an area needs a little bit more glue, I'm going to add some more glue to it. All right. And now, let's see. Let's do another design. Oops. Oh, really bad. I'm gonna add another stripe. Okay. And then now over here, I'm going to use my regular glue. To do a little heart. And then fix this right here. All right, and now we're gonna let this dry and we'll be back. Okay, so I'm back the next morning. I already took the heart off. As you can see, it comes out really nice. It comes out exactly how you put it onto the wax paper. And don't worry if the wax paper, you see the wax paper peel off with the glue. And I also took this small sample out too, and it looks really nice. So now we're going to try and take off the snowflake. So what I would recommend is with the snowflake, I would say take all the little points off first. Not take them off, lift them up. And then be very careful so you don't break it. So let me take these off and all these points, and we'll get to the center part. Alright, so now that I lifted all the little edges up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the paper up into the circle, place it on the back side, hopefully this will work, and I'm going to press down on the little edges and slowly and carefully try to remove it, and the glue should come off. Sometimes the glue will stay if you didn't put a thick enough line on it, or it'll break because you didn't put a thick enough line on it. But you do want to make sure that you let it sit overnight. So make sure you let it sit overnight. And we're just going to go in a circle. And there you go. It comes off in almost one piece. We had a little piece fall off over here, but that's only because I didn't put enough glue on that part for it to stick together. And this part's falling off just a little bit, because if you can't see, there wasn't enough glue to attach this to the rest of the parts. So two things: you want to make sure you put enough glue, and you want to make sure that you're being careful taking the design off of the wax paper. But yeah, that's how it turns out. So you're just gonna need maybe some tape to adhere it to the window, and then you are all set to go. Obviously, if you do a sketch, you can draw out whatever you want. I should have probably done a sketch so that the snowflake could have turned out a little bit better, but it still looks pretty cool in the end because you can see all that glitter. So try it out at home and design your window, and send the library a picture so we can share it. And we'll see you in the next craft. Thanks for watching. Make sure you log on to huntleylibrary.org for all your digital content you have access to with your library card. And don't forget to check out our YouTube channel for more fun craft videos and story times. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!